Still go on that, do it all. Yeah, as far as what she was.
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm thinking.
Well, I'll catch those. Oh, now you.
So
I just had to find out.
the resolution.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock. We'll call to order the regular city council meeting for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. And I believe we have Pastor Steve in attendance tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, well, I was admiring. Chief gave me a cupcake. Put the cupcake there.
That's very hard to put down. Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this season where our community celebrates Christmas and the holiday season. And Lord, we just see the lights spring up all around. And it reminds us that even in the dark and cold of winter, we have so much to be grateful for, so much to celebrate. And most of all, to be able to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And so we pray in his name. And I pray, Lord, that this meeting would be done in such a way as to benefit the people of Geneseo. And Lord, that we as leaders would be able to be a blessing to this community. Amen.
If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Page, roll call.
Rothschild, Kennett,
Here.
Swanson,
Here.
Barnhart,
Here.
Roothouse, James, Samowski,
Here.
Arnold.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum. Zach, Chamber of Commerce report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good evening to the City Council. Here's your Geneseo Chamber of Commerce report for December 2024. Just to kind of wrap things up for 2024, we are at 293 members for the end of the year, so we're encouraged by that. Our goal in 2025 is to hit 300 members, so we're doing, I think, pretty good with that. I'm pretty encouraged by those metrics, so we'll keep pushing at it. Past event recaps, we had Christmas open house on November 15th, almost a month ago already, but that was the big debut of the new city Christmas tree. And we had the first lighting, which was a great success. We estimate about 1,000 people showed up just for the tree lighting, but our stores, more importantly, reported great sales during this promotion and this event. And so we're encouraged by that as we try to figure out some of these non-major event promotions, how to drive more business to stores. And the key is having an attraction with those promotions, such as the Christmas tree lighting and the horse and wagon rides, along with the candlelight shopping. So it worked out really well. We're really encouraged, and we'll do it all again next year. And a few other things happening right now. The Shop Geneseo promotion is happening. For every $100 that people spend at Geneseo stores, they can enter to win a variety of prizes that are donated by Geneseo businesses. That started on November 15th and will run through December 15th this Sunday. And then next Wednesday, we'll draw for some prizes, and that will be that for the Shop Geneseo. And then the 2024 Geneseo Christmas Walk will be this Saturday. Too Many Santas is the theme, so everyone is encouraged to dress up like Santa Claus or something of that effect. All of your favorites are planned for the event, from the Jingle Run to the luminaries, weather pending, to the trolley rides. Everything that you've come to know and love and expect at this event is going to be there this year. So looking forward to a great parade as well. I know the city will be involved, so looking forward to seeing what you come up with. I also do want to point out and give a shout out to Eric Roald with the city, because he did a lot to help get the tree together the first time putting this together. I know what it's like. Sometimes it's hardest the first time when you put something up, but Eric really went to work with that, included the chamber, asked for some opinions on a few things that he was dealing with insofar as how the tree goes and presentation, and then obviously working with him to light the tree and understanding how that works. So Eric, thank you and great work. And I wanted to share that with the city council. And then when it gets ready for Christmas Walk, the entire city steps up. Chan Van Du Woestein, We've got Sean Easton, he's starting to blow up my phone a little bit on a few things. The police department, a great partnership that we have with the city in order to make incredible events like the Christmas Walk happen. And Christmas Walk is not the only one. There's so many events that happen throughout the year. So I appreciate the partnership. Looking forward to 2025, well, we're going to continue to market Geneseo as a desirable place to shop and dine in our region, driving tourism. Some of those initiatives include adding bus trips. We're starting to send bus trip information to some organizers to bring busloads of people to Geneseo to spend maybe an morning or afternoon shopping and dining and experiencing Geneseo. We're going to invest another $10,000 in advertising on another ad campaign. This will be the third straight year we've done this, $10,000 a year. We're at $20,000 so far as a part of this effort. That number will grow to $30,000 next year. We're working on finding spots and creating maps for kiosks to find your way around in downtown Geneseo. We've been working with City Administrator Meglin on that. Very much in the discovery phase right now, but we're about to start look at some pricing and then work with the city. The idea is though, so that people can easier find their way around Geneseo. Yeah, we all have cell phones and stuff, but sometimes you'd be amazed how much you could put something out there in the public on the internet and people still can't find it. So sometimes a good physical sign is all right, just what the doctor ordered. So we're looking at doing something like that, but it would also double as a resource for us to share community event information, such as State Street Market or Christmas Walk or what have you there. So kiosks are a possibility, and we're just starting to work on that. And then there's also a billboard just outside of Geneseo, and we will be updating that next year to get people off the interstate to come to Geneseo. So looking forward to a lot of great things happening in 2025. I'm appreciative of the amazing year that we've had at the Geneseo Chamber in 2024, our board of directors, partnership with the city, of course, and looking forward to an amazing 2025. So, but first, we have a big event this Saturday, so we're going to do that and end things with a bang. So happy to entertain any questions from the council. All right,
Thanks,
see you
Zach.
Saturday.
Appreciate it. Yep. Moving on, item number 5 on the agenda would be the city engineering report. Tyler?
Good evening. Unfortunately, we have not heard anything back from DOT on Northeast drainage. As far as Oakwood Avenue, North Street, water main, that work's been completed. The only thing that the contractor will have to do is come back for some restoration in the spring of some seeded areas. North State Street. The contractor is out of town now for the winter. Stage 1 is completed except for a few areas of sidewalk. We felt with the weather changes and the cold, it would be best for the contractor to tie the sidewalks in as they are. And then in the spring, when the weather's a little bit nicer, we can tear out the rest of the sidewalk and continue on. Geneseo Well 33. So Albrecht ordered the wrong bury depth for their pitless system. So we're working with the contractor now and the manufacturer to get the correct one built for that. For designs, Exchange Street, Chicago Street, and North Chicago Street sidewalk. We're going to provide the city with a proposal on that and prepare a few different concept plans for them to decide which direction to go with that. The PED Bridge, the Bi-State Regional Commission, we submitted the ITEP grant back in September, and we'll just be awaiting to hear on that. The water system analysis, we've developed estimates or are developing estimates for the construction of multiple options for that. And then Geneseo detention. We got the dam break analysis back. Lauren's going to review that information and then discuss with the city staff on next steps and then DNR for review. So any questions? Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, next on the agenda would be public comment related to agenda items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. During public comment, there can be no debate or action by the city council at this time. Any members of our public? No? Nobody in the lobby, chief? No. Okay. Moving on, mayor's comments. I have none at this time tonight. City council comments. Any members of the council?
Just one quick one. If you guys get a chance, if you can, just maybe drop Martin a line. I know he'd appreciate it. I know not everybody has the time to go see him. I've been there a couple times, and it seems to break up his day a little bit. I mean, whether you just text him, say how's it going, or give him a phone call, I think he'd appreciate it. I think he's getting pretty bored sitting in that hospital room. So, but he seems to be doing well, and his spirits are good. He wish he could be here, and he can't. But just if anybody gets a chance, just drop him a line if you can. So,
Thanks, Scott. Anybody else? Okay, city administrator comments, Brandon?
Yep, just a reminder for the council, bring your families out, grandkids, participate in the parade. We'll have a float in there. It won't be a extravagant one like we usually do. We've spent a lot of energies doing the new tree and other things this year with staff, so we'll have a pretty basic float, but as usual, Garrett will star as the main attraction, as the character on the float, so it'll be a good time. Come on out, line up on Brown Street, need to be out there by 4:40 at the latest. That's it.
Brett, you gonna be gingerbread man this year?
No, Santa Claus.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, moving on. Item number 10 on the agenda would be the finance director comments. 10.1 would be the treasurer's report and capital assets report as submitted.
All right, first one up is the budget book. It does show a good picture of how we're going to end the year. We do have one more month and a half of utilities that I'll have to book back in. But otherwise, everything looks to be on track. I do have some transfers that I usually wait till the end of the year to do. So the hotel motel fund and the capital fund, the budgeted amount for revenues does look a little bit different, and that's just because those items have to be transferred in there. Any questions on the budget book?
All the revenues are in except for all the revenues though are in except for like sewer, water, then.
Yeah, we'll have some more tax revenues that come in because the state is, so like when I book them for this month, it'll be for October.
Oh,
And so when I do the cash accrual conversion, I have to book what I received in January back into
mhm.
last year. And then I'll have to book the new items from February and January back into 2024. So we will have some come in, but it should be pretty close to where it is right now.
So like right now, the income taxes is 200,000. Oh, sorry.
The income tax here. It's actually over the state income. Is that what you're talking about? We brought in-
I'm sorry. I was looking at the columns backwards. I'm sorry.
We brought in over
Yeah.
what we're expecting, but with the booking back into 23 and into 24, those numbers can kind of fluctuate to just, it's all because the state, they do their processing about 2.5 months behind.
Just curious, why is the variance negative? Because I saw that and I thought we're under 200,000.
That is a great question that I can ask Civic for you.
No, it just
don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
I don't know the rhyme or reason as to why they have.
Yeah, the percentage is
Yeah.
right. I saw the negative 200,000 and thought it was 200,000 under budget. Yeah, it's cool. Thank you.
Any other questions on the budget book?
Yeah, they are.
Next is the treasurer's report. Again, most of the revenues have come in for a lot of the funds, like park. We're not going to see much more revenues come in. We'll have expenses though for different things that'll continue to come in. And then again, for all of the enterprise funds, their billing we'll get in January will have to be booked back into December. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Next is the capital assets. We did have quite a few bills come through, specifically for east, north, the fifth well, and the police gun range. those were bigger bills that came in. There is a dollar amount for the North Street engineering for the fifth well, that the budgeted amount will just need to be, Chad and I talked before, and we've come back and forth to ask for more for council, and that just needs to be increased to what you guys actually approved. Questions on the capital? Last is the project summary. I will let the directors go over that.
So we only have two projects left. We have completed all of them except for these two. The first one, Unit 2's overhaul project. The turbo has been rebuilt and the exhaust manifold has been rebuilt. Those are back on the unit as we speak. We sent the air coolers off to be cleaned and found that they are completely damaged and unusable. We have multiple leaks in the tubes. The tubes are not we can plug the tubes, but they become inefficient. So instead of currently trying to finish this, we had budgeted next year to continue this project and buy parts, and we will buy new coolers at that time and get these or refurbish these so that they actually work. When they took them apart, they were filled with calcium and full of holes. So we found that out yesterday. So we will get all the invoices in, stop what we're currently doing, and move forward in January. We're currently getting quotes and figuring out what we can actually do to move this project forward and get this engine back up and running for the spring. The second project is the 2400 conversion project. We're still waiting with the railroad to get permitting to allow us to bore underneath the tracks. I have a meeting with them tomorrow. Hopefully we can move forward. This project will not be done this year. They're not going to give us the permits in time. So we will be carrying some of these funds over into next year and probably complete it in the spring. But most of the material for all this has been done. It's just the boring and to do that project is what we have left. So other than that, we did complete all our capital projects, which most of them came under budget. Any questions?
I have no changes really, except for well 33. We're just completing the transmission line to the well house. We got some materials for some special fittings on order that are going to go inside the well house. And hopefully if weather holds up for the next couple weeks, we can get a building over it and get the piping done. So it'll probably be a month for the pit list to get finished and installed.
I just have one question. Like when I was going through this, why for like State Street Phase 1, why do we,
Have multiple payments.
yeah, why does some of it come out of motor fuel tax?
So we're
Like,
using motor fuel tax, rebuild money, plus local funds to pay for that project.
I just wonder.
Yep.
What do we usually use the motor fuel tax for?
So the motor fuel tax is part of the rebuild funds they gave us back in, I think, 22, 23. And we have to use them exhausted by 25, but so there's motor fuel tax general maintenance money we'll use. That's on the agenda for
Okay.
later on tonight. And then we can use some of that funds towards the capital projects that we choose.
Okay.
I think it's like 300,000.
361.
Yeah.
Is it like the motor fuel taxes can only be used for like the surface and not necessarily the underneath, or is there something-
There's a lot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can use it for trench backfill. You can use it for water and sewer and street and everything.
We used it for the sidewalk project last year.
Sidewalk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report and capital asset reports is submitted.
Motion by Arnold,
I'll second.
second by Barnhart. Roll call.
Kenneth,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 11 on the agenda would be the consent agenda.
11.1, approval of previous minutes, public hearing, November 12th, 2024 minutes, regular council, November 12th, 2024 minutes, committee of the whole, November 26th, 2024 minutes, city council, November 26th, 2024 minutes, 11.2 R-24-23, 2025 schedule of meetings, 11.3 R-24-24, Chamber of Commerce 1% funding contribution and large event fee schedule. 11.4 R-24-25, annual wage increases for non-union staff. 11.5 collective bargaining agreements for the IBEW and FOP unions, 2025 through 2027. 11.8 personnel policy manual update. 11.6. 11.7 cancellation of the December 24th, 2024 Committee of the Whole meeting due to the holidays, and 11.8 omnibus method.
Motion to approve using the omnibus method and to approve items 11.1 through 11.8.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. Roll call.
Arnold,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Samowski. Yes. Kennett.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. No unfinished business. Moving on, item number 13 on the agenda would administration 13.1 would be R-24-26, the 2025 MFT estimated cost.
This is, I should use my mic. This is the resolution that we have to do every year per the DOT to do estimated costs for our MFT funds for 2025. We're estimating $54,999.96 in street lighting and $174,970 in HMA overlay expenses currently.
I have a question. When we have precedents or due by IDOT, is there certain times that we have to have that in or we don't qualify?
Well, we just have the general resolution done, and we get that passed, and then come January, we will have to close out of the 2024 expenses, so that we can start using the 2025. But in order to have the 2025 expenses used, you have to have the resolution done, so come in January, if we got our street lighting bill, if that resolution isn't passed before January 1st, or before you get the bill, then you can't use those funds. So we get the resolution done ahead of time for the street lighting.
So they set certain time periods that you have to do it to get a response. You have to turn stuff in.
Correct.
Because how come we turn stuff into the IDOT and you don't hear anything back? And it's whenever, it's pointless. What? Hmm.
We just have to have the resolution passed, so we can use expenses, that would help.
But it doesn't work, but it doesn't work the other way around, I guess.
You wanted to tie this to an answer on Northeast drainage, didn't you?
You did.
Yeah.
Motion to approve R-24-26.
Motion by Arnold,
I'll second.
second by Barnhart. Roll call.
Barnhart,
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Samowski. Yes. Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. 13.2 under administration would be R-24-27, declaration of electric surplus property.
So with the electrics conversion project, we have 14 transformers that are now retired and out of use for the City of Geneseo Electric Department. Eric has talked to the city of Muscoda, and they have a desire to purchase this if we declare them, the transformers, if we declare them surplus property. We like this idea because we can generate more in the purchase on revenue than just trading them into vendors for recycling or refurbishment.
Yeah, normally what we do, we will turn them into TNR Electric. That's where we normally get our transformers from. They normally give us about $5 a kVA. In this resolution, we're asking for $15 a kVA and selling it to a municipality that is also an IMUA member to help them out.
This is the first time we've done this?
No, we did this last year or earlier this year with the city of Casey.
Okay, it's a good idea. I like it.
Mhm.
Motion to approve R-24-27.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
Second by Swanson. Roll call.
Arnold.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Samowski. Yes. Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. 13.3 under administration would be the opening of the RFP submissions for the lease of farm ground.
Okay, so we had the process, the RFP for the 11 acres at the renewable energy site. We put out an RFP with a desire to receive farm lease bids for, we put in the specs, we're looking for a low profile crop for bidders. The bids were due yesterday, December 9th. We did receive one bid at 1:24 PM. And I will open it now, try to give you a general idea of what it says, and then we'll take this to the January meeting. I'll send this out to you guys in a scan so you can evaluate it, and we can talk about it at the next meeting to make sure it's something we want to vote and move forward on.
So we have the option of not moving forward if we don't want to, right?
Absolutely do.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a bid from Tim Gould.
Is he the gentleman that brought to you to being going with?
Yeah, it's a person who had initial interest in the land. So he is a farmer currently. And again, I will send these out, but it looks like the proposal is an offer of $235 per acre for a lease. We're looking at doing a 5-year lease term on the draft lease that we looked at. And I believe that this is going to be for alfalfa with a previous discussions that when he first brought this, was wanting to do a soybean crop, maybe the first year for weed control, but
The first talks I had with him, he wanted to do the soybean first year to do weed control because most of it is currently weeds. And then alfalfa.
Yep, so there's a lot of writing here, so I will, but the price is $235. And I'll send the scans out. You guys have a chance to evaluate and we'll put it to a vote in January.
Can we find out if that's a decent price for lease or
Sure.
by January?
Check some comps.
Yeah, just see if it's decent or, I don't know if it is or not.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. That's it. No action beyond that tonight on that.
I bet
Okay.
you Paula knows. Cash rent for farmland. But yeah, that's what. I'm just saying, that seems like it's pretty good. Anyway.
Okay. All right, moving on. Item number 14 would be the payment of city and utility bills.
Motion to approve the city bills as presented and to approve the payment of the month's second set of bills due to cancellation of the December cow meeting.
Motion by Arnold,
I'll second.
second by Barnhart. Roll call.
Samowski. Yes. Arnold.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 15 would be public comment related to all other items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. During public comment, there can be no debate or action by the city council at this time. Ann, Scott, anyone? Come on up if you could and use the mic, please.
Scott Schnaufer, city resident. I have a couple questions. First off, the area that's known as Prairie Park, what is that actually legally designated? Is it a park? Is it just city property? What is it? Do we know that?
So this is an opportunity to make a comment.
Okay.
But
you know what?
regarding questions, I would.
I should address this in a different manner.
I would just invite you to make arrangements to meet with either Brandon or myself.
I know I've called a couple different times and I should just email, probably, correct?
Who are you calling?
I was just calling the city and at times that I had convenient. I'm not necessarily saying that I couldn't get through, just the times that I have chosen to call either were close to regardless.
Lunchtime?
Yeah, lunchtime, closing time, something, when I had a free moment or whatever. And so that's fine. Cause I might even be barking up an entirely wrong tree here, depending on what the place is called.
And
or
we're
what it
happy,
is.
we're happy
So,
to sit down
Yeah.
and discuss your concerns or
perfect.
questions and get the
that's-
answers.
that's all.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm not necessarily here to,
Yeah.
bark and
no problem.
Yeah.
Hey, before you leave, I'll
Yes.
write down my cell phone number for you.
Perfect.
And we'll set up time for you to come in.
Dynamite. That'd be great. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Pastor Steve, did you have something? Did you raise your hand? Okay, okay. Anyone else? Without any further public comment, item number 16 is adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Swanson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. Well, it was like an auction. Did he raise his hand for just a second? It's like being an auction.
It looks vanilla to me, Craig.
No, it looks like it's
It's probably confetti. Same thing.